What is going on, everyone? This is the kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to give you guys my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory predictions. Bound for Glory will be taking place this Saturday night, next Saturday night, October 23rd, 2021, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Sam's Town Live venue. And of course, in the main event, the Impact Championship will be on the line. Now, surprisingly, it's also come to my attention that this show will actually be taking place the same night as Saturday Night Dynamite. So, most likely, you will not see me do an AEW Dynamite review that night. Instead, I will be talking about Bound for Glory, obviously, because, you got to give these other companies, their time in the spotlight as well. But nonetheless, man, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight to it. The first match, we have a tag team match player. We have Heath. Heath is back. I know Heath has been out. Heath Slater, whatever you want to call him. He's been out, nursing an injury and stuff like that. But he's back now. He is back now. And to be announced, he will be facing Violent by Design, Eric Young, Diener, or Joe Doering. Honestly, I think it's going to be Rhino. I think this is the night where Rhino and Heath come back together and they defeat Violent by Design. Should be a pretty good tag team match, to say the least. All right, so after that, we have the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, where the winner will receive a trophy and a contract that they can invoke anytime within 1 year for a championship match of their choosing. We have Rich Swann versus Brian Myers versus Moose versus William Morsley, W. Morsley versus Chris Sabin versus 15 to be announced competitors. If I had to choose who wins this match, I would like to see W. Morsley pick up, man. I think W. Morsley, man, he would, destroy everyone in this match. Really interesting to see what he does against Moose. And I'm going to go with W. Morsley to pick up the win, man, in this Call Your Shot gauntlet. So that is who I am picking to win that match. Should be a really good gauntlet match, to say the least. All right, after that, man, we move on to the championships. We have a triple threat 3-way dance for the vacant. Well, this is the tournament final for the vacant Impact X Division Championship. Obviously, with Josh challenging for the Impact World title, he had to give up his X Division title. So they obviously did a tournament over the past few weeks to decide on who was going to face who in the finals. And we have Trey Miguel versus Steve Macklin versus El Fantasma from New Japan. And these three men will face in this match. If I had to pick a winner, I am going to go with Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel just seems someone who was going to win the Impact X Division, over Josh Alexander, something like that. So I honestly just feels like they can give this win to Trey Miguel. Should be a really good 3-way, though, because the Impact X Division, man, never really disappoints. So I'm actually thinking that this could be a match that, who knows, could potentially steal the show. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Now we have a tag team match player for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. We have Decay, Havoc, and Rosemary versus the Inspiration. That's right, making their official Impact debut. The Inspiration, Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee, also known as Billy Kay and Peyton Royce in WWE, which they were formerly known as the Iconics. That is right. Obviously, they were released by WWE earlier this year, but of course, they're an Impact, which is great. I think this is good for them. I think this is a great setting for them, honestly. With someone like the Iconics or Inspiration or whatever you want to call them, being as entertaining as they are. This should be really interesting. And I am going to go with the Inspiration to win the tag team titles, because you can't just have them come in AEW and Impact. I'm sorry, I said AEW. Excuse me there. But you can't have them come into Impact, this their debut match, and they lose right off the bat, honestly. No, with the way they're hyping it up, they're making it seem like a pretty big deal. So it obviously, the inspiration needs to win this match. So I'm going to go with the inspiration to win and become the new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Now, in what will most likely be the semi-main event, ladies and gentlemen, for the Impact Knockout Championship, Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James, man. It's all come to this, man. Obviously, obviously this all really started at Slammiversary when Mickie made her return to Impact. She wanted Purrazzo to be on her show and stuff like that, and Purrazzo just gives nothing but disrespect to Mickie James and talking about she's better than her and stuff like that. So it all culminates to this. Who do I think should win this match? Mickie James. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I think Mickie James will defeat Deonna Purrazzo, because you got to understand, man, Deonna Purrazzo has just been champ for damn near ever now. And, besides Mickie James, I mean, who else on the Impact roster can she really beat to take the title off her? But I'm going to go with Mickie James, man. I think this will be a really good moment for Mickie James, especially after what happened. And I just think that this could be good for her. So, Mickie James for the win. And in our main event, the Impact World Championship, ladies and gentlemen, is on the line as Christian Cage defends his title against Josh Alexander. This should be really good. This should be the match of the night right here. Obviously, Christian defeating Kenny Omega to win the Impact World title. And, of course, Josh Alexander has just been on a roll when he won the X Division title. If I had to pick a winner here, man, I am actually going to go with Josh Alexander. I think it's time for a new champ. It's time for an Impact homegrown to win the title and bring the title officially back to Impact, and that is Josh Alexander. Should be a really great match. And honestly, this should be a really good pay-per-view, because for those who don't remember, Bound for Glory is like Impact's biggest show of the year. It's like their version of WrestleMania, like New Japan's version of Wrestle Kingdom, like AEW's version of a Double or Nothing or All Out. So this should be a really good show, and I think that I'm really excited to see what the Iconics, well, the Inspiration's going to do. I'm really excited to see what the main event's going to do. And I'm even excited for Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James. So it should be a pretty good event overall. So anyways, guys, that has been my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2021 predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to the channel. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.